Welcome back, everyone, to the Problematic Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood co-host Rita with my friendly neighborhood co-host Whitney. Whitney,
laughing like a gremlin.
how? This is a good start. How are you?
I have. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get
Niggas
into
is
it.
going to get it today. Let me put my spectacles on.
I can only imagine your cousins were wilding over the weekend.
Ooh.
So we are going to get into it. We're going to start off on a good note. What you been listening to?
Gabbys Dollhouse. Lots of Gabbys Dollhouse.
Gabbys Dollhouse, all right.
Because now our child has transitioned from loving Bluey to loving Gabbys Dollhouse. I told y'all last week how she met Gabby. And just to be really honest, like she's watched a few episodes and they were cute, but it didn't like hold her attention. I don't know what meeting Gabby did for her, but it did the things for her.
It did
so
the
now
thing.
It's just every day. Gabby. Gabby. All right, fine. All right, supporting other people of color. And cats. We're good.
And cats.
We love cats. Mm-hmm. All right, so fine. So yes, lots of Gabby's Dollhouse. But I've been listening to Fly Boss.
So
I talked about them last week.
You did. And the funny thing is, before you mentioned them to me, I had never seen these girls. Never heard of these girls. Now they're everywhere. I went to look them up. And I was like, okay, I see what you meant by the vibey, fun, poppy. And then I started seeing their video of them like taking off, running, holding pizza boxes and stuff. And I was like, okay, these girls are fast. And then I saw Missy Elliott doing the Flyana Boss challenge, running through her place. I was like, how did I miss this before you mentioned it? It's funny how the world works like that. So yes, I'm becoming a fan of these Flyana Boss girls.
The one wears elf ears that I can't not be excited about that. I can't not, like, I love quirky little weird stuff like that. But yeah, at any point in time you can just hear me randomly going, oh, hello Christ, I'm about to sin again. I said, I love you to that man, I'm not feeling it. I'm like, what, Whitney?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Who are you? What are you
becoming? What are you doing?
I love it. I'm here for all the fun and quirky things because the world is clearly going to hell. I'm going to share a song that I fell in love with, and it actually started from a TV show. I had no idea that this song existed in real life. So, for those who have not watched Your Honor on Showtime, it's got the guy from it's the show where they were doing drugs and he was a teacher and he had cancer and he was selling drugs. What is the wait? I'm going to find the name of the show. What? Oh my God, I feel so bad.
The guy with the glasses?
Yes.
The guy?
Yes. Wait.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, there we go. The teacher from Breaking Bad is the lead in this show. I'm not going to give you the premise of the show. I just need you guys to extend me a little trust. It's only 2 seasons. They wrap it up in 2 seasons. Please go check out Your Honor. It's really, really, really good.
I heard it was amazing.
Oh my God. Oh, he picks his role so well. It's set in New Orleans. Y'all know I love New Orleans.
Oh, listen.
You watch the show, Your Honor. You're going to love it. Thank me later. Write me letters. But the same gentleman is, the lead in this show. And a song came on during the show. It was a live performer, but the song is called Dangerous Woman. When I went to go find that version of the song, because I loved it from the show, I found out it was an Ariana Grande song. And the Ariana Grande song is called Dangerous Woman. It's very jazz.
Oh, yes, that's a great song.
I am in love. I've been playing this song on repeat, twirling through the house, singing into broomsticks, just putting on my own little show in the mirror. So if you're looking for some bluesy, jazzy soul music, please go check out Ariana Grande's Dangerous Woman. It makes me feel like Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman makes me feel. It's like that same kind of vibe, if that makes sense. So yeah, check that out. Ariana Grande is so interesting because I didn't know somebody that slimly framed could have that big of a voice.
It's a lot of voice in there.
It's a lot of voice in that little young lady. But I like the song. I do like a lot of her music. My friend's daughter put me on the Ariana Grande, and it's she's pretty good. So check out Dangerous Woman and maybe listen to some other stuff. And also Flyana Boss. And if you got kids at home or if you just like childish things, Gabbys Dollhouse, because
Gabbys Dollhouse.
I've been seeing some really great things about that. Gabby. I was about to call her Debbie.
Sorry.
God. It's early, guys. Gabbys Dollhouse. You ready to get into what's been happening in the news over the weekend? How about we start on a positive note and then we'll just go downhill.
I love
the rest of the podcast.
Go for it.
What does your cup say? So pay
Black women for their labor instead of using them for diversity clout.
Oh, well, just read everybody. Come on, mug. I'm here for it. And yes,
I love a mug. I think that's like a thing. Like every time I show up to something, I have a mug. I don't want it to be like Jonathan Majors' mug though. Walking around with that damn cup. Don't let anybody else fill your cup. Did you hit somebody with the cup? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that. He should be going to trial soon. I've got my trusty
August
Andy Hogwarts alumni Slytherin mug today.
Yeah,
which I
but
require.
It looks real.
It is real because I really went to Hogwarts. What do you mean?
I still waiting for my letter. I don't think I got accepted.
I have my letter, like the actual letter with the little stamp seal. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I have
two wands, I'm going to do that for your niece.
I think I'm gonna pick a Halloween right away.
I think I'm gonna pick a Halloween, and then I'm going to get all the aunties together, and we're going to have a Hogwarts party thing, and we'll have.
Are we going to sort her? Does she get sorted into? I have a sorting hat.
A banquet.
I have a talking sorting hat.
We'll have a banquet. We'll have wands. I think that's what we're going to do to usher her into her Harry Potter phase. And I will, at the end, give her all of the books.
I can't wait. I'm excited for this. I just want to be in the number.
My motherhood. It's
beautiful.
One day we have to talk about Hogwarts characters and who we think we are. Because I think I'm one of that. I think I'm that dippy, either the lady who does the plants or the lady who does
the herbology professor.
Yeah, or this one, the one who the grim.
Oh, that one, Trelawney, Professor Trelawney. I can see that. You love tea. She loved tea. You love glasses. It's
a combination of the glasses. Two, though. There has to be a two.
I can see that. It's
Kalita calls me Luna Lovegood, and sorry, Dominique calls me Luna Lovegood, but Kalita, my older sister, she says she's Luna Lovegood. She bought the glasses and everything.
I can see that because you both are walking Hallmark cards. It's y'all will never meet a friendlier.
Nope, we're evil.
I mean, deep in their African Americanism.
Just we're mean
wholesome
people. Don't listen to this
Black Hallmark family. I don't know.
Wait till you hear how I've acted this weekend.
They are a walking Christmas card goes bad. Whitney's Breaking Bad, everybody. That's the name of the episode.
No, don't. Oh God. This is the shit I be talking about.
We're gonna lead off on some good news. Something that made my little heart flutter.
What happened?
So if you were born in the late 80s like me, there was a time in the early 90s where watching track on TV and during the Olympics, especially the Atlanta 96 Olympics, was like the biggest thing in the world. I ran track at that time as a very small child, so watching track became like one of my things. So I love track. I try to follow it. It's hard to follow because once they start getting into national competitions leading up to the next Olympics, things can get really weird really fast. But I'm happy to report that Sha'Carri Richardson in her heats over the weekend posted the best time of a 10.7 something, won her heats, posted the best time of all of the events for her distance event. And I had to bring that up because I don't ever want to be the person who only focuses on the negative. Sha'Carri had a really tough time. She learned about the passing of her mother in an interview. As a result of her anxiety and stress, she leaned on marijuana. She tested positive and was stripped of her opportunity to compete in the Olympics. And when you are a track star, I don't care if you're 6 years old, 16 years old, if you run track, that's what you dream of, whether you want to admit it or not. So she had an opportunity. The opportunity was taken away from her because she made a bad decision in a really difficult moment. But to see her put her head down, or at least try to, the best way she can, some people, you can only attack them for so long before they lash back out.
That's all. That's it.
I'm happy to see her just put her head down, try and stay as quiet as possible, and really put her focus on running again and getting back to what she's supposed to be known for. So seeing her, she looks like she's in great shape. I mean, she's always been in great shape, but you can tell she's doing something different. The girl is putting on more and more muscle, but still lean, and she is kicking ass out there. So she is coming for anybody who had something to say, and I'm happy to see Sha'Carri winning, and I hope that she continues to do well over the course of her next competitions, because I really want her to be able to put that behind her, and nothing would be better than her qualifying for the next Olympic Games. So best of luck to Sha'Carri. I hope she's had an attitude change. Stop attacking the Jamaicans. They are your competition.
Leave them alone. God damn it.
They're your competition, but they are not your enemies, baby girl. Like, we want to see Black girls winning in any
across
sport.
the board.
I'm rooting for everybody Black.
Everybody. Well,
not everybody. Well, we're gonna get into that. Do we talk about Keke and Darius now?
God damn
or
it.
later? We have to talk about it, right? We can't just skip it.
It's how you lead into it. Do we talk about that now?
Do we talk about it? I feel like now is a good time to get into it. We can do a quick recap. How about that?
All right. You want to do the recap?
Nope. I would love you to do the recap.
I'm so mean. All right, I'm gonna do my best. So basically, Keke decided she was going to go see the Usher show. It is a common thing that Usher serenades somebody during his show because he's R&B king. I didn't say the king, I said a king for the people who get ready to jump down my throat. And Usher, that Usher being Usher. Usher is very much Usher, and Usher doing Usher things. And so Keke was there, and so he was like, go serenade her. And she looks great. She looks great. She looks phenomenal.
Baby looks good on her.
Oh, all right.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to say it because Akilah is gorgeous no matter what season
she is
of whatever you find Akilah in.
Amen.
Mama.
Thicker than a bowl of cold oatmeal. Jesus, what?
Thick.
Thick
and having a good time with her thickness. Like I love her. I loved her personality always. Like I always thought she was like
Forever.
so much fun. And I love how inspirational she is, especially to Black women. And so she's having a good time with Usher. Usher singing. Nobody's being like handsy. Nobody's being like freaky. It's just like, we're enjoying each other's company.
When you get pulled on stage at any show
by Usher. By Usher. All the hetero girls will just melt. Okay, you hear me?
All of them,
all the hetero girls. And so apparently her little boyfriend had a problem with that, but rather than going to his phone and texting her or calling her or discussing something with her directly like an adult, he decided to bring all of us into it. And he went on Twitter and said, I believe I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "It's the outfit though. Use a mom."
So two different tweets went out, and I probably should have been more prepared and had them already pulled up. But two different.
These people have heard this whole thing by now.
They have. That you are absolutely correct.
If y'all haven't heard what's going on, go ahead. Just
God bless you. No.
5 minutes.
If you haven't heard what happened over the weekend, I would like to really say kudos to you for going outside, for touching grass, for being able to duck and dodge the filth that is social media. Essentially, this man,
it's been awful.
What she had on could be considered just considered like a corset top from top to bottom, and then sheer covering the rest of it. Her cheeks,
little cheeks out.
Cheeks were out.
Her cheeks were out.
My biggest issue is that he tried to make it about the outfit and tried to police her outfit.
He really did.
And this is why I say, if you don't have a good grip on your emotions, if you know you are a volatile person, have not had the opportunity to really think through why you're mad, because anger is a very tricky emotion, because it's not the capital emotion. Usually something else happens. There's a deeper underlying emotion, and it manifests as anger or disappointment. This gentleman took issue with her outfit. Now, I'm just going to sit here and share my opinion really quickly. The outfit had nothing to fucking do with it.
Not a damn thing.
If she were in that same outfit and on the stage with Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B, I don't think it would have mattered. If she were on that very same stage in that very same outfit with a Beyonce or Janet Jackson, I don't think it would have mattered. No. I think what really got this gentleman hot was the fact that it was how Usher looked at his girl in that outfit while you home being your taking care of your stay-at-home dad duties.
Which is not a problem. Like, no one's looking down on you for that.
The internet grabbed him by the back of his baby doll hair having ass head and drug him from Toronto to El Paso and back again. Oh, they had everything to say about this man.
On multiple platforms. Oh, God damn.
They cut Lil Darius. CNN. Oh. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you say it.
After you.
CNN reported on this dragging an incident. And the funniest part about CNN was that they never referred to that gentleman by name in their article. They just referred to him as the father of Keke Palmer's son. And you know what? That should tell you that at no point.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Not just CNN. So of course Entertainment Tonight would say something. And NBC News, USA Today, someone on Twitter said, we're just waiting for a statement from the United Nations at this point. Oh. Everybody is talking about this, which two things. It proves the power of Black Twitter, because Keke's very much like Keke's an everybody celebrity. You know how there's somebody who's like Black famous, and then there's a bunch of people who are like everybody celebrities. Keke is a celeb, everybody celebrity, but only Black Twitter was really concerned about this.
Yes, because leave our cousin alone.
I need y'all to focus in on how we not only like peddle the culture, we are the culture. Like we are the culture. Because we came back from Threads and Spill and Spoutable, all the other new girls. We came all the way back. We came back as a conglomeration. All of the culture wars stopped. We stopped talking about whose Jollof was better. We stopped talking about
oxtail gravy,
vibrational plates.
All of it.
To get together, to drag this man together. Because unity.
How dare, and let me be clear here. Let me be a little mature for half a second. If you are in a relationship and something in your relationship makes you feel uncomfortable, you should address that thing. If that outfit makes you uncomfortable and you were in Vegas with Miss Palmer, then I think it would have been easy for you to pick up the phone and call her, pick up the phone and text her, FaceTime her. And maybe you did.
Why did
we
y'all
don't
talk
know
to each other if y'all are together.
But baby, why would you bring Keke's cousins into it? Why would you do that?
Pulling a Nene Leakes. How we get in it?
How they didn't drag his brother. His brother said, "Now I didn't do nothing to nobody. Why
am I in it?"
No,
they drug up his tweets from like 2016 where he was talking about Alton Sterling.
Yes,
I was like, my God.
Whoever told Darius's brother to shut up and just start getting the guest room ready, I would just like to let you know that I love you. You are my heart. You are my kind of people. They gave that man hell all weekend.
And apparently gave his brother some instructions.
They did.
It was a time. It was a time.
Ooh,
I want to jump back on your maturity thread here. We've been married. It'll be 4 years this September. Um, and there is nothing better than just and I said this on another show. I said there's nothing better than a good old fashioned phone call. There's nothing better than a good old fashioned heart to heart. And you sit somebody down and you tell them the hard things, like, hey, this made me feel uncomfortable. But you also have to be brave enough to explore why that made you uncomfortable.
Yes.
And it's okay. Here's the thing, like, it's okay if you're a dude and you're uncomfortable with another dude rubbing up on your lady. Like, that's a normal response.
You're allowed to not like that.
You're allowed to not like that. Nobody's calling you like names to not like that. But at the same, you didn't have to bring us into it. That was a text message. What are we doing? Why are we in it? I'm minding my own black ass business, trying to fight racism, trying to make sure that, like, we could go to school too, trying to make sure these justices don't roll back stuff on my LGBTQ family. And here you come with your bullshit about being uncomfortable with Usher. What? I'm annoyed.
I don't know why he brought us into it, but I have a feeling that he deeply regrets it. They have called this man everything but his name. Keke's baby's father.
We're gonna go on mute.
Keke's nanny daddy. Keke's ex-boyfriend. They don't go together. They just share a baby. They've called this man broke and poor and desperate and insecure and ugly and baby doll hair and ashy elbow man and awkward need Negro. They have gone too far.
Y'all absolutely have gone too far.
But however, you don't get to invite me to go too far and then get mad when I go too far.
To be fair, he tried to do this whole thing of, like, well, it's my family and morals and some bullshit. Like, he posted this whole statement. It's like, how dare, like, essentially, like, how dare y'all tell me that I'm the problem when I'm being problematic? Like, how dare you? I have morals and I have standing, and this is my family, this is my representation, and I said what I said. And we're like, okay, but what you said was nonsense. What you said was misogynistic. What you said is completely antithetical to anything that Keke has said, because Keke has straight up said she's not discussing her relationships on the internet.
She has made it very clear in an interview with this man that is a no-no for her. She wants to keep her relationships private. And the first thing you do when you get upset is violate her boundary. Come on.
Now,
you better.
Now, Akilah, I'm gonna tell you.
Not Akilah. Good night, everybody. Lauren. Y'all have a great weekend.
Lauren, if they'll embarrass you in public the first time, pay attention to that, okay? Because I know you're out here saying, "Oh, I love my boyfriend. And you can love him. No one's saying that you can't love him. I'm just saying, pay attention, because if he's willing to embarrass you to this degree, where the United Nations, NATO, and the other allies are starting to write their own statements about what's going on in your household.
Yes.
Girl. Someone said it was a publicity stunt. I really hope that it's not, because I hate that type of stuff. But, like, she really could use this to parlay some stuff. This would be a really good time to have, like, a discussion on relationships and things like that.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting to note. You can't tell anybody how to act in their relationship, but we all know that she made it very public that speaking about her relationship was a boundary. And I think it's interesting that when your partner got upset, they ran right to violating your boundary. Like, that's itchy, scratchy, fucking nasty.
Yeah, and then the thing that bothers me is, like, he's doing this on the internet because he doesn't have that power in his household.
Right. You brought it here, and I don't know what he thought he was going.
What did you think we were going to do? What did you think we were going to? You thought we were going to be like, oh yeah, that shouldn't have happened. And to be fair, there was a lot of conversation around that, and I'll get to that when we're done this segment. But what did you think we were? You don't know how loved Akilah is?
Yeah, bro. We don't even know your name.
We don't even know who you are. I had no idea who you were. She said she was pregnant, and I congratulated her. I don't know who you are.
Who
is
you
gonna hold
gentleman?
The cards for us? Like,
no.
You gonna hold the baby shower cards? I'd never heard of you before. And like, that's okay. It's okay. Like, it's not a big deal, but just like, be aware, the awareness.
The
Also,
lack of awareness was huge. And I think that's the thing that kind of stunned everybody. It's like, really, guy?
That guy?
Really, sir? Mr. Unidentified? Jonathan Doe Hard. Why would you do this? This was not the way to go about it. Maybe next time send a text message and leave us out of it. And if you bring us up again, guess what? We'll be right back on the Twitters.
Sitting literally right here. Just waiting.
Good luck to both of them. I figured
good luck to Akila.
Okay. All right. Whitney said what she said.
That man, like that was a dumb thing. Here's the
very dumb thing to do.
People are gonna do dumb stuff. People are always gonna do dumb stuff. There's a difference between doing stuff and it just happens to fall on the internet and doing stuff and you intentionally put it on the internet. Like,
right.
Did you think we were gonna drag her? Did you think we were gonna like crucify her because she had some cheeks out?
Cheeks? I think he did. I think he did.
And then he was here's the thing that made me mad. Okay. The thing that made me mad was y'all like to use people's motherhood to neuter them as if to say that they are not a full person with their full agency, that they exist. They have thoughts, they have dreams, they have fears, they have desires. They want to be desired. They want to have fun with their friends. They want to enjoy things. And y'all like to take people's motherhood, because this shit has happened to me. People like to take people's motherhood and neuter them down to that's supposed to be all she's supposed to be doing. Like,
that's your identity now, your sole identity.
She's like, you weren't a whole fucking
individual for decades before you had this child.
Okay. And that's the thing that really frustrates me, because there's a lot of women who do that too, not just men. We have a society of people who keep telling moms that this is how you have to be and this is the box that you live in and you cannot get out of that. And to that I say, fuck it. She wanted to wear her cheeks out to see Usher, okay?
Which is Usher, not like out of the world of normal.
No.
Do you see what people wear to concerts?
All
they dress up, they let stuff hang out.
And that's fine. Enjoy yourselves. Life is short. We have had the 3 hottest days ever on record on the planet. It's literally on fire. Jersey will be Atlantis be down there with Ocean Gate in a minute. Oh, no. So I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Too soon, Whitney. Too
Davy
soon.
Jones Locker.
Too soon, Whitney.
I'm sorry. I only feel bad about that boy.
Terrible. Oh my God.
I just like, there's other things to be concerned about. You weren't concerned about the outfit. You were concerned about the activity. And we need to be really honest about that. But please stop telling moms that they cannot be who they were before they had children. Like, she's not putting anyone in danger. Her baby wasn't being tossed around like a beach ball. Like, what are we talking about here? Use a mom. Use a dad. You had your whole ass. You were sitting in your drawers on the bed.
With your knees out like a slut.
Like a slut.
Whore.
I saw your elbows, sir. Abysmal.
And thigh meat.
Is that a neck I see? Whore. But then also had a picture of Keke standing in her drawers with her little belly out.
It was cool for him to post that.
So that's my thing. I'm like, is it okay when it's just for you? Or is it okay when it's just for her?
Or are you just mad that you're not Usher? Like, let's get to the meat of it.
I'm just saying, like, talk this out with your partner. We did not need to get involved in this. And now you have learned a very embarrassing lesson and are having niggas learning embarrassing lessons too. Because let me tell you, I put a tweet out that said, Keke Palmer, Janelle Monáe, and Tracy Ellis Ross don't give a damn what some random man thinks on the internet about how they live their life.
At all.
And a few of you baboons decided to come into my comments and call me fat. And I'm like, okay. And they were upset that I wasn't upset that they called me fat. I'm like, first of all, I've had this body all my life. Like, y'all gonna have to come.
They clearly have not seen this body.
Y'all gonna have to come up with something else other than fat. Like, when I was like 12, ooh, my little feelings. Now I'm just like, all right, girl, pass the cake. Like, what are we talking? What are we talking about here?
Not past the cake.
Pass the cake with the fork,
I'm
please. I love it. I love it. Give me the cake.
done.
Give me the ice cream. Give it all to me. And I will sit here with every juicy jelly roll in my body and just be grateful and happy.
Whitney French toast. I ain't gonna say why we call her French toast, but
Listen,
if you don't have an appreciation for French toast,
on the internet,
then y'all clearly don't like the same things the rest of us like. But I'm just leave it at that.
I'm just saying, I don't like it, that doesn't affect me. The problem is, I asked somebody. He said, if I could just have a moment of your time,
you absolutely
he said that
can.
These be the same women who y'all out here saying are the most unprotected. And I'm saying, so my question became, so we have to be in direct relationship to you to get general respect and general protection? And he said, no, you out here just trying to be cute for the internet.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, here we go. Why do you think you deserve to be butt ass naked and still get protection? If you wear red in front of a bull, you still gonna want protection, or y'all have to learn punctuation.
Bulls are colorblind, but continue.
So I learned that fact yesterday.
They let any dickhead who never passed the 4th grade on the internet.
I had known it. I wish I had known that fact. I did not know that because I would have used that because that was awesome, and that just negates the entire point. So that's what I said. Let's discuss this. So clothes are the reason why you don't respect people or determine their worth. Not their humanity or their character, but the literal thread they place over their bodies. Also, are you calling men bulls as if in animals, as if they don't have any agency or self-control? And he said, you're being foolish out here trying to be cute for the internet.
He didn't have a proper response. Got it.
No.
Understood.
And he called me miss, and he said it was a pronoun. And he also said, what are you, like 30? I said, what does my age have anything to do with this? Again, if your own original argument can't stand up to a handful of questions, it's not a valid one. Believing that women are only worth protecting, believing the only women that are worth protecting are the ones who dress in a way that you approve is a problem. And an adult could see that.
And an adult could see that.
Also, because I have 2 minutes left before we end this segment. This particular person decided to harass me all day long, because I just asked a handful of questions, calling me fat, posting pictures of my ankles, all this weird shit, right? It wasn't until the nigga started talking about my husband.
Oh boy,
we got to fight. So,
oh boy,
don't troll people on your business pages, people, because shop trap season.
No,
at shop trap SZN. Had a whole lot to say about women's bodies and women's autonomy and women's morals of what they wear. Had a whole lot to say about my particular body, despite the fact that he couldn't see anything I was wearing. And then the picture that I had, since he was steeped in respectability politics, the things that I was wearing looked like a church girl. So you just don't like women talking and existing,
right?
So I would like y'all to know that shop trap season is actually out of business because he never kept up his website on Shopify. You know how I know? I went to go click the link that was in the bio. Nothing has been posted since December of 2022. And so to shop trap season, I would like to give a hearty middle finger and say, honey, maybe if you mind the business that is yours, you'd actually get paid.
With your broke ass.
And I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. You know, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters. All right, Whitney, let's hear about these problematic people.
Did we just hear about the problematic people?
The other problematic people.
This episode is brought to you by Shop Trap Season.
Oh my!
I'm sorry, I'm such an asshole. Ryan Walters. I don't know if you know who Ryan Walters is because I just learned this man's name myself. He is actually the superintendent of schools in Oklahoma. And he said that the Tulsa Race Massacre wasn't due to anyone's color of skin.
Oh, okay. Tell us more.
So Ryan Walters, and I'm reading from Baptist News Global, who was elected the state's top tier education person in November, was apparently mocked and lambasted. I love that y'all be embarrassing people in public.
Wonder why.
By those in a meeting in Norman, Oklahoma. And immediately online afterwards, you wonder why. The conservative Republican was asked about how teaching about the 1921 murder of hundreds of Black citizens in Tulsa doesn't violate his ban on teaching what he calls critical race theory. His reply,
Uh-oh.
I would never tell a kid that because of your race. I'm sorry. I would never tell a kid that because of your race, because of the color of your skin or your gender or anything like that, you are less of a person or inherently racist. That doesn't mean you don't judge the actions of individuals. Oh, you can. Absolutely. Historically, you should. This was right. That was wrong. They did this for this reason. But to say it was inherent because of the color of the skin is where I say critical race what I say critical race theory is. You're saying race defines you as a person. Apparently he went back and forth with people because he was trying to slam the radical left during this meeting in Norman. And I guess he thought he was among like-minded folks. He got dragged. He got dragged respectfully so.
Of course he did.
Disrespectfully so.
Of course he did.
Like, look at the little icon. You can see the dude, like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, they pointing at this man.
Shout out to Hat Dude.
It looks like he about to be jumped. Jesus Christ.
No, the white lady that's in the row next to him looks like she getting ready to like jump up too. Like, how you going to tell? You're the superintendent of Oklahoma schools. This mess happened in your state 100 years ago. And Jesus. Rather than saying, you know what, we have to face the brutal truth of what people did and why they did it and why it was state sponsored and why police were involved in it. And, you know, instead of, they're doing essentially what the Supreme Court is doing, where they want to stick their heads in the sand and say, oh, racism doesn't exist because we don't see it. And I'm like, but it affects us literally every day, quite literally every single day. Like, I'm 3 times more likely to die than a white woman, regardless of my education, income, or background, because I'm a Black woman.
Just because, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Just if I want to give birth, basis. I could just die because they don't listen to me. They don't hear me. Hell, y'all wouldn't even have gynecology if it wasn't for that monster J. Marion Sims tearing up little Black girls. No anesthesia. Facts. So let's just be honest there. And you don't want to talk about the damn Tulsa. I'm sorry.
It has nothing. Down. Apparently,
I'm gonna calm down.
If racism offends white people in America so much that they don't want to talk about it, I wonder why they don't stop and think of how it must be impacting African Americans.
I'll tell you.
Racism is so disgusting. Mm-hmm. It's so pervasive. It's getting so out of control that you don't even want to discuss it. Imagine what it's like experiencing it. If discussing it is so uncomfortable and just inconvenient for you, imagine what it's like existing in it. But no, they'll just sweep it under the rug. Can't be a factor. Nah, we'll just pretend it doesn't exist.
Nope. I also want to fuss at the people of Muscatine, Iowa.
Oh God!
Because they thought that. Did you see this?
No, I didn't. But the name alone tells me everything I need to know about these people.
Muscatine, Iowa. They thought the best way to finish off their 4th of July parade was to have a white woman on horseback leading a tied up Pocahontas.
No.
In costume behind the horse.
Nope.
And y'all see, like, this is why we just celebrated Juneteenth all over again. Because this holiday was never meant for us. I just saw articles. I just saw several articles, in fact, of slave sales that were happening on various 4th of Julys. And we're like, so why are y'all mad at us for not, like, we weren't free.
We weren't
free.
No.
Not only that, y'all were still like, engaging in human trafficking. Like that's human trafficking. And I think it's really funny that everyone's like, "Oh, we're all against human trafficking. It's such a violent thing. It's so terrible. Oh my god!"
Except for
And
when it happened
then
to those Black people, then it doesn't
niggas,
count.
yeah, because we're not people. We don't count. Our emotions don't count. Um. Lastly, I'm gonna say,
Oh boy.
you are single until you're married.
Oh, bam, 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 bam. Tell him again. Tell him again. Tell him
You
again.
are single. Hold on, wait. Here's the image. Here's the image right here. You are single until you are married. Um, I There was a lot of conversation online surrounding the Keke Palmer situation, and people were really upset because they think that I was calling her partner random when I tweeted the thing I tweeted. I was not calling her partner random, and I clarified that. I was like, I'll talk about y'all out here.
Y'all are random.
Awareness, like lack of awareness. Hello. Because a lot of people got it. It was just like a handful of like people who don't even have the guts to put up a real profile picture. And it's just like some guy jumped into my comments and said, bitches just expect you to marry them to just gain respect. And I was like, essentially. Essentially. Like, what do you want respect as a human being, you got it. Like your life has intrinsic value. Like you matter. Somebody out there loves you.
Only the married girls get respect.
You want me to like bow down and like serve you, and y'all are all about the submission talk. Here's what my first lady likes to say: submission is easy when headship is right.
Very.
Your headship don't look too right. Okay, you're out here trying to talk about whose plate do you make first, the kids or the heterosexual world is so gross.
Y'all are ghetto.
I'm so glad that I have the partner that I have, because y'all out there are worried about the wrong things. My question to that, because that was a question that came up, and this is probably a good problematic question we should ask folks. Why y'all care about whose plates y'all make first? If there's a baby that's hungry at the table, why ain't he helping make the plate? I don't understand. Let's feed that baby. Have you ever seen a child that's hungry? What is wrong with y'all?
I do not understand why y'all have to discuss problems that don't make a damn difference any damn
Nobody
way.
cares.
I also want people, not just, I'm noticing this trend on social media with men, but this goes for the women too. Accept the fact that marriage is not the prize anymore. Y'all cannot weaponize that anymore. It's not working.
They keep saying you're gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone surrounded by cats. I'm like, sounds great.
Says a 40-year-old unmarried man. Like
it's mama's basement, child. It's mama's basement on a Metro PCS phone. Get out of here.
There are more and more men and women in their 30s and 40s and 50s who have no intention of getting married. Over the years, more and more as each day goes by, people are realizing that marriage is not the prize. It's definitely not the prize for everybody. Yeah. So again, maybe stop trying to weaponize that, and then you don't look so pathetic and so lonely on the internet. That's just my advice for incels and angry people alike.
Like, y'all keep using this against women as if you're not threatening me with a good time, as if there's not like documented data that says that single women live healthier, longer, happier lives,
make more money,
and this money, is heterosexual,
have more property,
relationships.
Like the win is not getting married for most women in America.
But the win is to get married for men, because
they make more money when they get married. They have longer health outcomes. These are all statistics. These are all facts. We're not making these things fall apart.
There's a reason why they fall apart, like when their relationships fall apart. Like there's a reason why that happens.
So I need people to just recognize what's happening in the world. Again, Whitney and I are not making these things up. The statistics are there. Men live longer. They have better health outcomes. They make more money over the course of their life once they get married. It's the complete and total opposite for women. So you're going to see a broader disconnect as time goes on, because the gap is only getting wider. And I don't say that to discourage marriage. I'm married.
We're both married
to a woman. Whitney's married. The facts are the facts.
Yeah.
That's not the weapon anymore. You guys are going to have to find something else to dwell on because that's not working for you. Because more and more men and women are waking up and going, I don't need to be married. And I'm happy about that.
And I'm happy about that. I like, let's be honest. Like, people want to point back to like earlier times where marriage was like, oh, everybody got married, stuff like that. I'm like, they did it out of convenience, right? Like, a lot of people did that out of convenience. A lot of those marriages that you keep pointing to were miserable. A lot of those people, like, some of those people were like stuck in relationships that they didn't like, with people they didn't care about. Some of these people were being abusive. Some of these people were straight up gay, and like
they had to be married.
They had to be married. Like, women couldn't even own a credit card until a certain, like, I believe
couldn't
it was like
get a phone turned on in your name in your house. Couldn't get a landline on in your unless your father came and co-signed. So yeah, marriage was the option. Now it's not. And notice,
y'all actually have to be likable, and y'all are having a really difficult time with that. Woo! Y'all actually have to sit and be likable. And y'all keep talking about, oh, I'm a provider, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, I'm a that. Great. But you're not likable.
That's fantastic.
Why do I want to spend time with you when I can provide for myself? I want to like you.
I was eating before you came here. I had my own home before you came here.
Talk about what I
drove my own car.
I own this table.
I bought this table.
I bought table and the chairs.
When it was just me sitting here.
Would you like to sit down? Not only do I own the table and chairs, I own the meal that I put here, okay? So before you jump out and say, what do you bring to the table? The whole damn table, the chairs, the meal.
Baby, this is my table.
You can leave because I don't want you sitting here with me, okay? I'd rather have a table full of girlfriends.
And it's very telling that, people are still trying to weaponize these old and antiquated adages, and they're just not working. And it's making y'all angry, and y'all should maybe stop. It's the patriarchy is not, it benefits no one. It doesn't benefit the men. It doesn't benefit the women. Let it go. Let it go.
And then y'all sitting out here rooting for niggas like Andrew Tate.
Oh boy. Yikes.
Yeah. Y'all think that that's like the form of masculinity, and like, he's unpartnered and he's on trial for like assault. Like, is that the masculinity?
If really that's the best thing you can throw your masculinity to and have it stick. And again, not attacking masculinity, because I do believe at its core, masculinity, just like femininity, is a beautiful and powerful thing.
Healthy thing when it's healthy.
Yes, but if you weaponize anything to oppress anyone else, then it becomes a negative thing. And that's why patriarchy sucks for men. It keeps their mental health in an awful place. It means that you have no support. Lonely. You can't talk to each other. Yeah. The patriarchy makes men very lonely and unhealthy, and it oppresses women and children.
Yeah, that's why they want to be partnered.
Let's move away from it.
Nobody to talk to. I have a girlfriend right now who is she is consciously uncoupling, as
oh god,
that's what Gwyneth Paltrow calls it.
Okay,
I was crying. Consciously uncoupling, and she has a great support system. Like, she has, girlfriends and a mom, and like, she has all these like people to talk to. Her partner doesn't have anybody to talk to because the person that he had to talk to was her. And I'm like, and I actually just saw a video on this of a trans man talking about, he had seen a video of these girls just hanging out in the bathroom, and you know how we go to the bathroom and sometimes we don't even have to go. We just go with the other person just to talk about stuff.
Yep.
And how we have a good time. And he said, I wish somebody had told me before I transitioned how lonely being a man is. He's like, I miss those times of going like and hanging out with girls and just, we walk to the bathroom, or like, I could just call them, we could just have a wine night and stuff like that. It's like, I miss that. And what the toxicity is this whole rugged individualism that say, I don't need anybody, I don't want anybody, I don't want to be vulnerable with anybody.
And we are not designed to exist like that. We're just not. Humans are communal animals. We're not built to live on islands by ourselves.
No,
it's not healthy. It's funny that you mentioned, we've talked about marriage. It ties right into our problematic letter for this week. And it's very funny because Whitney does not get to see these letters. She doesn't want to see these letters. She does not like to read them before we record.
No, I don't.
This one is interesting, and I don't know what to say or what to do. So hopefully, you have things to say because this
Oh
is something
shoot.
that I'd probably mind my business on. But you
Oh
ready?
boy. Oh
Give me a
boy.
name of a 32-year-old woman, unmarried woman.
Doreen.
Oh, jeez. Doreen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Doreen
I'm
wrote.
I'm good with the names now.
You are. You're so good at this. Doreen wrote, how long is too long to wait for a proposal? I'm 32
Oh,
and I have been in a committed relationship for over 2 years. Me and my boyfriend live together, but it doesn't feel like the relationship is going anywhere. We've talked about marriage, but he still hasn't proposed. How much longer should I wait?
you sure you want to ask me this question, Keke?
Yes, yep. It's got to be you because I got nothing.
Okay. Let me get autobiographical for a second. The person that I am married to, we spent the first year of our marriage in COVID and pregnant.
And pregnant.
And so, if that doesn't tell you everything that you need to know about the time that you need to spend with the person, like he was at home, I was at home. At the time, it was a 1 bedroom apartment in the tippy top of a house during a global pandemic and a national uprising. So we were in the house a lot, in
Together.
each other's face a lot. And nobody died. Nobody got cussed out. No, yeah,
Praise
nobody
God.
really even got cussed out. You
Praise
know,
God.
yeah, yeah. So if that lets you know how much time you should spend with a person, or not should spend, how much time you should be thinking about investing in a person, because it was a while. It was a while for me. It was a long time for me. But you have to understand, also being autobiographical, like this is not my first marriage. This will be my last one, but this is not my first one. And he was mindful of that. I was mindful of that. There was healing that was going on. We were growing our friendship. Um, and so my thing, directing back to you, Doreen, is that what do you feel? Like you say, you feel like it's not going anywhere. Y'all had conversations, but things aren't moving. I'm always going to lean on the side of trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
That intuition be telling you stuff. Because as much as I would fuss at this man about we ain't doing this and we ain't doing that, that didn't move the needle. That did
No.
not move the needle for us. I'm talking specifically for us. What really moved the needle is that he felt compelled to do it. And so if you're waiting on a proposal and it feels like it's just not happening, then you need to make some decisions. Are you going to continue to sit in this? She says she's 32.
Yes.
Child, life is short. Go out and enjoy your summer. Hook up with the girl we talked to last week. With the ex girl. Y'all go ahead and go to the Beyonce concert together with your friend shorts.
And your
And
ass out, because that's how we go to
yeah.
concerts, ladies and
Apparently that's
gentlemen.
listen. Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I have unplugged myself. I am so
Oh
sorry.
boy.
Myself. Hello, I'm back. To show y'all something. Not that anyone could see, but apparently I thought that I was going somewhere in these.
These are sequin cowgirl shorts. Okay, and they're hot pink. These are nice. I like these.
Apparently I thought I was going somewhere in those. Beyonce gets me every time, except for these damn tickets. No, but in all seriousness, listen to your gut, listen to what your heart is saying, listen to your intuition, because sometimes our head lies to us.
Yes.
Sometimes our heart lies to us. So have a meeting with them too and say, hey, y'all, what's going on? How we feel? If you're a praying person, pray. And if you really feel like it's not going anywhere, then you need to make a decision. Are you going to go somewhere? Right. Or are you just going to sit in this?
Yes. So my thing is, I think women in their 30s don't like to feel like they're having their time wasted. I think that's the big thing. You don't want, if you've got 2 years in, you don't want to give another 2 years and then decide, I don't want this relationship. I don't want this marriage. So I understand the whole, it's been 2 years, but if you're checking in and you're having conversations, keep having the conversations and be honest. I mean, whatever's actually bothering you, make sure you share that. Like, is it the amount of time that it's taking for a proposal that's bothering you, or is it the uncertainty that's bothering you? And having that honest conversation with your partner, because it could be that he's certain about marrying you, but the funds aren't right. The economy isn't right. The bills are a little overwhelming. So again, having the honest conversation. And I think this weekend in social media was a really revealing point.
Just
of
don't
that.
put it on social
media.
Be
sure to say what's actually bothering you.
Yep.
Because what if this person actually wants to marry you, but doesn't have the ability to buy a ring right now? Are you willing to stay another year while they get that portion together? Or is it the knowing that eventually the proposal is coming? Would that make you feel more secure? Or would a firm date make you feel more secure? You know, having an honest conversation, one with yourself, what is going to make me feel secure in this relationship? And then expressing that to that person, because it could be, he might come out and say, well, actually, I've already been saving up. So don't worry. When I get it, you're going to be surprised and you're going to love it. You know, making sure that you're on the same page instead of sitting back and going, oh, I have this timeline in my head, but you're not actively communicating that to your partner. And you're putting yourself in a situation that it's tense, it's uncomfortable, and it doesn't need to be. I think that's the biggest thing that I can offer, is like finding out what's really got you feeling a little anxious or uneasy, and then communicating that. Because if you just need a little bit more validation or security in this moment, because you're not sure which direction it's going, say that. And then it allows your partner to give you what you need, or not give you what you need. And then you can just skate. And then, you know, hot girl summer, we outside.
It's summer.
we're
literally hot.
Oh God. It is
sorry.
miserable. No, it's miserable hot. You're not wrong. But yeah, honest conversation. Say what you feel. Be realistic.
Please.
Oh God.
Please be realistic.
Yeah. And don't base your time frame on anybody else's time frame.
No.
Because, you know, that is the surefire way to ruin anything. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That was good.
Oh, thank you. You know, I do my best.
It was poignant. It was, you know, maturity looks good on you, friend. Not that you were not immature when we met. But like, I just watched your growth and your progression.
Guys.
Stop it. You were not immature when we met. You were hilarious. Like, you remember, first thing that I heard you say.
Oh yeah.
Mixed drinks, white tears. Yeah. I said, friend.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm doing the best that I can.
You're doing an amazing job, friend.
Thank you, friend. I hope that everybody listening has a great and fantastic week. You stay cool, stay out of people's business, and drink more water.
And have your conversations at home, not with us. God.
Please, that is the number one message for the podcast this week. Have your conversations at home, everybody. Y'all have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.